So Saturday, May 29th, the moon is in Capricorn, but will be going void, of course, around 7:15 p.m. and will enter into Aquarian energy, but not until the very wee hours of the next day, 1:05 a.m. actually. So we're definitely in this Capricorn energy all day. There are 9 different moon aspects here today, grounding us out, trying to ground us out, trying to keep us focused on our earthly tasks and chores, trying to be productive, trying to find a center point. Are we going to find it? Probably not. Why? Mercury goes retrograde today. But before Mercury does go retrograde, Mercury sits next to Venus. So to continue with the little car analogy, we've already stopped the car. We pulled the car over. We've taken Mercury, who can't even keep his eyes open, out of the front seat. We've made him very comfy in the back seat. And now Venus has decided to sit in the back seat and comfort him. And Mercury is right out of it. Mercury is dazed and confused. He's talking of a mismatch of past situations, things that might have never even happened. He has his dreams taking over his conscious self. He is muttering all kinds of craziness. And Venus is sitting there thinking that she's getting some kind of higher intelligence coming, validation coming. She's sitting there all hella confused about what the hell she should do with her life and how she should switch up her routines and what she's going to do about her financial situation and what she's going to do about her relationships. And she's hanging on every single unconscious word that Mercury is muttering, looking for some kind of aha moment, some kind of validation, some kind of wisdom coming out of him, and it's just not happening. So Mercury will be retrograde at 7:30 p.m. So the whole day is very unstable, very confusing. Wouldn't be a good day to enter into any kind of contracts, wouldn't be a good day for any kind of decisions. Don't even focus on any kind of smaller details because it's not going to happen. We are definitely in all the retrograde actions, which is review, revise, re-edit, relax, rejuvenate, recuperate, re-evaluate. Right? So we don't want to jump into anything new. If anything, we are going to be contemplating past situations, past scenarios, things that we started that we didn't finish, conversations that we started that we didn't finish, things that we need closure on. This is where the bulk of the energy is going to be. But the moon in Capricorn is going to give his very best effort because that's what Capricorn does. He digs in. He wants to be responsible. He wants to just do his mission well to perfection and get the hell out of there. So the moon opposes Mars in Cancer. This is likely going to bring up a lot of, I hate to use the word dread, but when you have a to-do list in your home and you have a to-do list for your work and you have to do the to-do list at your work before you do it at home because your work means money and your home means emotional drama. So we need to have financial security so that we don't lose our home and don't cause more problems in the home. But yet the more time that we devote to our business activities, to money matters, to the roles and responsibilities being asked of us in our careers, the more we get nagged from the tasks, from the chores, from the people in our home environment. So we have this opposition here today. And again, Mars is hypersensitive, super frustrated that he's stuck at home, that he can't go anywhere, that he can't do what he wants. He wants to fight. He wants to defend his decisions. He wants you to do the to-do tasks and chores in the home, right? So there is definitely a complicated dialogue that's going to take place within us because we're being torn in 2 different directions. Things are becoming overwhelming. We could just lose our shit at the drop of a hat, and don't be surprised if it happens. The moon will also be sextiling Neptune, will be squaring Venus, and the big one, conjunct Pluto. Pluto is in Capricorn, is in a retrograde, is exposing to us our fears, our insecurities, our vulnerabilities, where cycles, thoughts, feelings need to end. So it's almost like we're so overwhelmed throughout the day with all the things that are being asked of us that finally we reach a breaking point and we're just like, no, done. Crossing this off the list. I'm not even doing it. Crossing this off the list. Somebody else can do that. I'm not needed for this. You can cross that off the list. This has got to stop. This is where delegation comes in. This is where sharing roles and responsibility comes in. This is where reaching a breaking point with the amount of heavy weight and pressure on our shoulders comes in, and we just have had enough. This is going to trigger another change. Not only a change within ourselves, recognizing that, you know what, we don't have the time, energy, space, or attention to deal with this shit right now, but we also are recognizing that, you know what, I don't even feel connected to this anymore. Not even attached to it. Don't want to deal with it. Somebody else can do it, or else it's not getting done because I'm removing that from my roles and responsibilities list. This is a definite line being drawn in the sand that Pluto's like, you know what? You've really got to see that you can't be everything to everyone. Yes, you're superhuman, but you're not that super. You can't do it all and still be happy. You really do have to recognize where you have to cut the cord with some people, with some situations, with some roles, with some commitments. Cut the cord. So with that being said, Saturday, not going to be the happiest, lightest vibrational day. And if you've put the pieces together by listening thus far to the week, not going to be a super week. It's going to be very intense. It's going to be hella confusing. It's going to be all over the place emotional, and it's going to be very, very challenging. Why? Because we're busting away from the things that we're no longer aligned with. And in order for that to happen, we have to be put in situations to cause us pain, to cause us discomfort, to cause us suffering. So that is your energy forecast for Sunday, May 23rd to Saturday, May 29th. I encourage you to please download your zodiac forecast. It'll give you a play-by-play on what you can expect for Saturn turning retrograde, for the full moon in Sagittarius total lunar eclipse event, and of course, Mercury going retrograde. These are three big major events that will be with us for the next, well, Saturn's 5 months. The total lunar eclipse will be technically about a month, maybe even 5-6 weeks. And of course, Mercury retrograde will take us into June and July before it's done and it moves out of Gemini. So for $5.55, you get a download of a mini reading, pretty much 20 minutes plus, of how this is going to affect you, where in your life this is going to take place, and just give you a heads up on how to manage the energy. Definitely download your moon guide if you haven't already. Become a subscriber, get the 2 for the price of 1 and the interactive calendar. Sign up for the energy guide. It's absolutely free. It'll keep you in alignment and on point with the energies at play. And because we are at the end of the month, we're nearing the end of the month, would be a great time for you to subscribe to monthly moon readings and to any other subscription that, of course, is going to provide you with the guidance that you need for the next month. I'm working hard on the AstroTarot forecast, on the new monthly forecast coming out for the month of June. And of course, I will be back next Sunday to let you in on what we can expect for the very first week of June. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you a beautiful full moon total lunar eclipse event, and I wish you nothing but grace and ease as you move through this week's energies. Hope you have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.